do something to these people that are just causing chaos. That they exist to hold people back.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of The Dave Show. I am so happy you are here today, and I think we've got a pretty good show. Before we get started, let's give a shout out and recognize today's sponsors. Yes, we have two. They are Samantha Kettle. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. If not, Samantha, please let me know how to do that. So Samantha Kettle, and then, of course, Carol Wong. And these two fun young ladies have sponsored the show before, and I do appreciate the generosity and their ongoing support for the show. All right, I do appreciate it, and I hope you guys, I should say gals, have a great day today. And again, thank you very much. All right, well, let's get on to the rest of the show. Let's do it. News and nuts, news and nuts. Hey, it's news and nuts. Well, my friends, it looks like Wisconsin crapped the bed last night. They couldn't get over the finish line for whatever reason. Apparently, they did pass a voter ID into law, into their constitution. So that is really good. But then they turned around and voted in a judge that probably will just take that voter ID part out of the Constitution. So I don't know what's going on, Wisconsin. It's a real disappointment. There was definitely enough people there that voted for Trump that they should have won this easily, but I don't know, whatever reason you decided to whatever. I don't know. But apparently Florida won their election, special election or whatever they had. So they picked up 2 House seats. So I don't know, kind of negates the loss of Wisconsin, but I don't know. But this is interesting though. And I'm sure we're probably going to be hearing a lot more of stuff like this going on in the Wisconsin election. So apparently this is like a Democratic controlled voting area, station, poll, whatever you call it. But apparently they were just, man, they were just running out of ballots. They didn't have enough ballots to give to all the Republican people that were there to vote. Very, very convenient. Take a look.
All right, well, the polls are closing at 8 p.m. It is Election Day after all. Now, we do have some breaking news to pass along. Some locations are experiencing ballot shortages due to the higher voter turnout. Election officials are telling people to stay in line, not to leave. They are right now working to bring more ballots to those certain locations that are impacted. Election officials expect those results to come in after midnight, and we're going to have all of the...
Elon Musk joined the Five last night, and they had some pretty good discussions with the crew. And this is Jesse Waters asking about the Social Security fraud and what they've uncovered. Take a look.
Elon, how are you? I'm Jesse Waters. Good to see you. I'm not going to beg for you to come on my show. I know it'll happen eventually. You said the other day you uncovered some evidence that there was massive Social Security fraud and that arrests were imminent. Yes. What can you tell us about that? And what can you tell us about what you've seen politicians do to make massive amounts of money off of the federal government, like Nancy Pelosi? Please.
Yes. So we've encountered, there's really so much for it. It's deciding what should be prosecuted first, because it's such a long list. You have to actually prioritize the list. We convey the list to the Department of Justice. The DOJ has a process that they go through to review and think about it. The wheels of justice turn slowly. In fact, obviously, I have a maniacal sense of urgency. So to me, when I see that terrible fraud has happened, I'm like, why haven't we arrested someone already? But as the saying goes, the wheels of justice turn slowly but surely. And I think probably the person that stole 400,000 Social Security numbers, at least, maybe more, will be arrested hopefully this week. With respect to the non-governmental organizations, these sort of fake NGOs, I think there needs to be a number of arrests in that regard as well, because these are fake charities where mostly Democrats, I don't want to be clear, there's sometimes a little bit of Republican in there, because they sometimes throw the Republicans a bone to say, hey, be quiet about this. So that's where you start getting the uniparty thing going on. But it is overwhelmingly to Democrats, and they give give billions of dollars to NGOs run by Democrats that then go through a whole network of additional NGOs. It's a giant money laundering scheme. Really, at this point, I think the word NGO and money laundering are almost synonymous.
In this clip, Kennedy asks Elon about the crazy violence that the left is showing towards his dealerships and towards Tesla vehicles in general, whether on the dealership or people just driving around or parked in a parking lot, or it doesn't matter. It's ridiculous. But apparently, Pam Bondi is close to picking up some of the people that are funding these attacks. Because these people that are doing the attacks, like the Molotov cocktails and the shootings and stuff of the dealerships, they're not just going out willy-nilly because they're bored one night. They are being paid. Somebody is funding it, and apparently they're close to finding, well, I guess they know who some of these people are, and they're getting close to picking them up. So hopefully we'll have some nice perp walks in the next week or two. And anyways, let's check it out.
Hello, Judge. And hello, Elon. Welcome to the Five. Great to talk to you. So let's talk a little bit about some of the anti-Tesla violence. Your car company was...
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, it was a leftist dream come true. It was technologically advanced. It was the word of mouth was better than any car company, arguably, on the market. And now the left is trying to make it a pariah by tying their anti-Elon politics to violence. How do you talk the unhinged off the ledge, and how do you counter that violence that you're seeing at Tesla dealerships?
Yes, it is remarkable that there is so much violence. People have burnt cars, they've fired bullets into dealerships, they've scratched swastikas into Teslas of the innocent people that they're just going about their lives. They've done nothing wrong. And Tesla's done nothing wrong as a company. And so I find it ironic and incredibly hypocritical that the same Democrat politicians who would want to throw someone in prison for 20 years simply for watching things at January 6th, but not actually doing any violence, you don't hear a single word from them about the actual violence happening against Tesla. What incredible hypocrites they are. It's outrageous. I mean, really, this is fundamentally a case of terrorism. It's wide-scale domestic terrorism with the purpose of intimidation, and it's harming innocent people. It's really terrible. And I think what we actually have to get to are the people who are organizing and paying for these attacks and protests. That's who we really need to go after, because the people who are actually throwing the Molotov cocktails, they are the foot soldiers. Right. But we need to go after the generals, and we're going to do so. The president has made it very clear that we're going to go after those that are paying and organizing these violent attacks. And Attorney General Bondi has said the same thing. I believe that is exactly what will happen.
Do you know who they are?
We're coming for them.
Do you know who those generals are?
We know. We do.
Yes. And hopefully the prosecution will be for RICO and an organized criminal enterprise, which makes the penalties even more serious.
These are serious crimes where the organizers and pushers of mass violence will go to prison for a very long time.
That's right. Okay.
And I hope they see this segment.
I was so glad to see this clip to see the taking down of these memorials of people in the last few years that have been, killed by cops, unjustly because the cops were racist and they were just out to just get black people or Hispanic people because that's all they do. They just wake up and they have a list. They go down every day. It's ridiculous. But anyways, this memorial of sorts, these murals, they were taken down, and I am happy to see it. I think America can start to heal without being reminded of idiots like George Floyd, who is a complete waste. But of course, the black community memorialized him, as they do a lot of the times with people they should not be. I don't know why that happens, but it does. Anyways, take a look. It's satisfying to watch. Smarter Than You says it's where they used to park the snowplows being demoed to make way for smart city style apartments. Well, I don't care why they're doing it. I'm just glad they're doing it. It should those murals never should have gone up in the first place. America is back, baby. Well, you ain't no Haas, I guess, was typing with such fervor. He forgot to put the M in America. That's okay. We forgive you. We forgive you. It happens to everybody. Bravo. Bravo. Yes, it is. It is good stuff. About damn time. Mm-hmm. It was April Fool's Day yesterday, and of course that means that the EBT cards are full. And what these two young ladies are purchasing apparently with the EBT is no joke. My gosh. Oh, what is going on with today's society? All right, let's take a look.
Most of festering negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy.
Growing up in the 90s, you would be absolutely ashamed to have any government assistance for anything. I would totally agree with that. There was definitely a spirit of humility during, I don't know, the 80s, 90s, I don't know, just in general. My family at one point did need to get some assistance from the church, and so we had went to get food and whatnot with church assistance, and yeah, that was like really that was humiliating, and we did what we could, whatever we had to do to get off that and become stable again, which we did, and but I'm thankful for the help. But yeah, there's no humility now. I don't know. Okay, let's go on. It's not a flex, but it's meant to anger all of us, and I think it probably did. It's the stereotype validating the stereotype. Yeah, that is true. End income tax to end the welfare scam. Okay, income tax, the fine you pay for being productive. And then welfare, the reward you get for being unproductive. Now, look, I understand that there are legitimate people in this country that really need to have some sort of a welfare, to survive every month to month. It's, so I totally get that. But yes, is there fraud in welfare? Of course there is. Yes, very much so. And that needs to be eliminated. And it's something I really hope Doge starts to take a look at and start cleaning up because, you know, like I said, it's there for those who need it, but for those that don't are kind of ruining it for everybody else. What are they excited? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Flip this one, 3, 2, 1. What, are they excited that they got a bunch of junk food? Good point, Mel. Good point. Mark says, because those of us watching this are the ones paying for all their free food, just like we pay for their free health care and free Section 8 housing. Good point, Mark. Good point. End welfare to end tyranny. Okay. The difference between a welfare state and a totalitarian state is a matter of time. Interesting. Good quote. They are ruining it for folks who truly need and appreciate it. It's disheartening. It is. People making videos like this should lose their benefits. That's maybe a little harsh. They are scamming the system. I would agree with that. That's like $250 in each buggy. Okay, I think this person is from the South because people from the East, like Midwest, like where I grew up, you'd say cart. When I lived in Louisiana, they said buggy, and I was like, the first time I heard somebody say buggy, instantly I thought of like a baby buggy. I was like, what are you talking about? It's funny. All right, in this next video, we are going to be watching a parade, maybe definitely a gathering. I don't think it's a protest, but this is kind of it's a little shocking, to be honest. This is Canada. Take a look. Well, I have to tell you, folks, after seeing that clip, I'm kind of thinking maybe it's a hard pass on Canada being the 51st state. I don't know. I'm just saying. The little bit of culture that Canada has, okay, maybe that's a little mean. They have a lot of culture, but it looks like it might be slipping away in areas of the country. All right, let's see what other people have to say about it. Hard pass, but no thanks. Yes. That's Canada? Crying, hard crying emoji, whatever that is, yes. On second thought, hold off on the Canada 51st state discussion. Canistan? I think it'd be more like Canadistan or Canadiastan. I don't know. Either way, I know what you're talking about there, Manly Matters. We will fix this. That's funny. Good stuff. All right, well, here's a clip of a pretty, I guess, rare instance where somebody gets like caught right away, pretty much red-handed, vandalizing the side of a Tesla vehicle. And it's interesting to see what this this douchebag has to say. All right, let's take a watch.
Did you write a swastika on there?
I'm sorry you're upset.
Did you write a swastika?
It didn't even work. Apparently it doesn't work.
Did you write a
'cause the crayons
swastika
don't
on
work.
It's a key, sir. We see it on the video.
It's not a key.
This man was just caught drawing an offensive image on a Tesla. Watch how he reacts when confronted.
How about you pay for the repairs? Write a check. You just bought a Tesla.
I can wipe it off
No,
with a towel.
no,
It's not
no.
a key.
It is a
It was
hate crime,
it was
sir.
A crayon.
It is a hate crime.
Is there a key
yes.
mark?
Is it
It's
a
not-
swastika?
that's
It's at the
impossible.
police right now. It's being fingerprinted.
What do you mean it's being fingerprinted?
So to tell Facebook that you're sorry for writing a swastika on a Tesla.
Chad Rittenbaugh was identified as the suspect after the Tesla's camera system caught him carving the image into the vehicle parked at a Planet Fitness gym in Pennsylvania.
Give you some free service.
Free service? How about you pay for the repairs? Write a check. You just bought a Tesla.
I can wipe it off
No,
with a towel.
no,
It's not
no.
a key.
It is a
It was
hate crime, sir.
It was a crayon.
It is a hate crime.
Listen,
Did you write a swastika on there?
I'm sorry you're upset.
Did you write a swastika?
It didn't even work. Apparently it doesn't work.
Did you write a
'cause the crayons
swastika
don't
on the?
work.
It's a key, sir. We see it on the video.
It's not a key.
Did you? Is it a
I was
swastika?
probably putting my keys in my
Is it a
pocket.
swastika?
Have you looked at your car?
Is it a
Is there a key
yes.
mark?
Is it
It's
a
not-
swastika?
that's
It's at the
impossible.
police right now. It's being fingerprinted.
What do you mean it's being fingerprinted?
Because they're trying to track you down. Thankfully, Facebook tracked you down. So your business, your freaking livelihood, everything now.
Listen.
Because you chose to write so you tell Facebook that you're sorry for writing a swastika on a Tesla.
Listen, I said I'm sorry.
For what?
And I
For what?
apologize.
For what?
I have nothing against
For
your
what?
car, and I have nothing against you.
So why
Okay?
would you write a swastika on a Tesla?
Obviously, I have something against Elon Musk, but that's not the
So
way
Elon
to show
Musk
my...
owns that car because
No,
it was
he
bought
owns
and
the
paid
company.
for. It was bought and paid for a long time
That's
ago.
why it's misguided, and obviously, I did not intend to do this.
All right,
sir.
we're gonna wait for the.
Chad Rittenbaugh was charged with criminal mischief and harassment, as well as disorderly conduct.
He used a crayon? Who of all these people are going up to a Tesla vehicle just to use a crayon? Give me a break. I'm pretty sure, unless this guy was just so, like, maybe this is the first bad thing he's ever done in his adult life. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure most of these people, if not all of them, are rocking keys when they start doing designs on the back or on the sides of these vehicles. Get a crayon, give me a break. Yup. Paint swastikas on Tesla. Thinks he is fighting the Nazis. That picture's hysterical. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, man. He's sorry because he got caught. Yeah, that's totally what it is. What it is. Hand in the cookie jar, my friend. That is not the time you want to show remorse. Maybe, like, have a forethought and just not do it in the first place, you doof. All right, what a dum-dum. How do they not know Teslas have security cameras yet? Yeah, totally. You'd think every single person in America in the civilized world would know Teslas are just rocking a ton of cameras, especially the newer models for sure. Oh. Too late to apologize. Sue him. Was probably paid to do it. In this case, I don't know. That guy didn't really come across as being part of a bigger ring, a bigger conspiracy to deface Teslas, but I don't know. You never know. He will be even more sorry when he's in prison where he belongs. That's right. And then somebody will take their crayon and mark up his side. Or something. I don't know. Oh, boy. I am a firm believer of the phrase, to each their own. There is a fish out there for everyone. If you look hard enough. But I don't know. I'm kind of speechless on, well, take a look. Sorry, boys. She's taken. Aye. Aye. Right? Keep her. You can have her. Thanks for taking that bullet, my friend. What could she possibly be doing to make up for that face? I don't know what she exactly brings to the table, but wow. Where is the veil? She needs the veil. Someone, please get the veil. Please, for the love of all that's holy in this world, get this woman a veil. That's funny. Imagine waking up to that every morning. Oh my gosh, that'd be... And imagine like having a nightmare or something and then waking up to that. That'd be like, put me back in the nightmare. Ah, Jigsaw finally settled down. Finally settled down. That's funny. Jigsaw. Oh boy. I guess if you know, you know. If you don't, look up Jigsaw. It's from the Saw franchise, movie franchise. That face had a lot of work, and it's scary. Yeah, I mean, isn't there a point when any reputable plastic surgeon will just be like, no, we're not doing that, and we're not doing anything else to your face because it is a train wreck as it is. So I don't know. Boy. All right. Well, apparently there is a woman. I am totally assuming she's a woman. She looks like a woman, and her name is Gay.
Ha! Gay!
And she was running or is running for as a Democrat in Florida. I think she needs to get a better PR team or something going on because I don't think this is working. Take a look. Cringe AF. Yeah, that is to say the least. I don't know what she was thinking. She's hip. Well, I think it's more inclined that she might break a hip. But okay, I'll concede that point. Maybe. All right, same energy. Okay, well, hey, let's take a look at this energy that is being spoken of. Check it out.
Yo, this is the Ranking Rizzler on Appropriations, serving Connecticut's 3rd District. It's time to enter your dark academia Congress era. All right, besties, House Appropriation is the money moves in Congress. We are not chasing the bag, we are the bag. Democrats are making life smoother through government funding. It's giving, it's giving. So Sigma, main character energy. But Republicans' Project 2025 is mad sus. Eliminating the Department of Education? Negative aura points. Basically, the biggest phantom tax on the environment, on your education, and your rights. Big L posting it online, buddy. Democrats understood the assignment, but go off. See how I keep you informed? Very cutesy, very demure.
Well, that was a little nauseating to get through. I apologize for that. Women that old looking like that should never be speaking like that. But let's go back to Gay in California running for the Democrats. Let's see what else people have to say about that, because there are a few more thoughts. Kicks are kind of fresh. That's true. Please tell me this isn't real. Well, I have bad news for you. It is real. Too bad, says Steve Case. Gay Valamont speaks proudly following loss. Shocking. Loss in Florida District 1 congressional race. Well, she put up a good fight. she had a good dance-off, I guess. I don't know. Well, I mean, kudos for her running. That's more than a lot of us would do. So I give her that. So tip of the hat, ma'am. Tip of the hat. And if that is her, which it looks like her, she looked way older in the clip that she was dancing. But this is exactly why I think the Republicans will continue winning for a very long time. Well, my friends, that's all for news and nuts. But don't worry, because we've got a lot more crazy left to go. Buckle up. You're about to enter the Lib Zone.
It's March 31st, 2025. I am a 58-year-old adult human female. I am formally making my proclamation, exclamation, right now to you. I will no longer be associating with any white males of any kind. It does not matter if liberal or conservative. It does not matter what color hair or eyes. As long as the skin is white and it is a male, I will not be associating with it anymore.
Associated with it.
The symbolism of a white male has become the epitome of hate. This is my former proclamation.
Yeah, I think she is maybe my favorite satirist. Satirist. I think I've heard it both ways. But she's funny. All of her stuff is just, it's pretty hysterical. Anyways, I enjoy it. I believe we have one more clip coming up with her at the very end. So just stick around. It's also pretty funny. Okay, let's see what else these lefties have to say. All right. Nice hair, dude. What's going on with that guy's hair? What? Yeah, we get it. People die. Yeah, they die every day, actually. All right, we've had enough of that. We get the point. I'm just not sure. Like, these people need to at least take a little bit of pride in their protests. What is this? Everyone laying down? I mean, how lazy can you be? Is that what protests have now evolved into on the left? Is just laying down for a couple hours, take a little nap, and put a sign on your chest, lay it on your chest. Give me a break. These people are so pathetic.
I think conservative ideology after this can never be a thing anymore.
These people are sick.
Having a group of people who all believe in the exact opposite of progress,
wow.
Like it just doesn't work in terms of progressing as a society. Like it just doesn't. You can't have one group of people that are working actively against progress and expect them not to eventually stoop to these levels. I don't think it's a coincidence that it always ends up here. Like, I don't think it's a coincidence that they consistently start to lose in history and then they can throw out the playbook and just start doing some really evil, heinous shit for 50 years to get people really, really, like, it's fucking, it's disgusting. It's evil. These are evil people. They're evil.
The Democrats? Yeah, they are.
They just are.
I agree
Not
with you.
Not necessarily the people that have been manipulated into following it. The people causing this. The ideology itself.
The libs are evil.
Is evil. It just is. I don't mean like a biblical evil. It's textbook evil. And I don't think it should be allowed to be around anymore. And I don't think that's an insane take to have, actually. I don't think it's an insane take to be like, hey, these evil people throughout history who have all done the exact same shit over and over again, why don't we just stamp out everything they stand for? Everything they stand for. Like, it should be so easy to look at these people the second they start spewing any of this shit, to look at these people in society and go, hey, stone them.
What did you say? What the f did you just say?
What?
Something to that effect. Like, do something to these people that are just causing chaos. That they exist to hold people back, lift 4 people forward while holding billions back. Like, that's what they exist to do. And we're just going to let that be. That's just going to keep happening always. Always, forever. It's just going to keep happening over and over again. Cool. Awesome, man. Like, I don't even fucking know anymore then.
Man, you are one twisted f***.
That is exactly what happens when you are so deep into the cult and you don't even know it. These people at the root of their ideology, it's nothing but violence and hatred and a spirit of wanting to just dominate everybody else and suppress and tap everybody else down and let them be the rulers because they think they know what's better for you. They are arrogant. They are narcissistic. And this, I think, this version of the ideology, I think, is spreading amongst the far left and creeping into maybe the normal section of the Democrats. And this ideology, this version, is very dangerous. Something needs to be looked into this because this is not good. Because once the Democrats get into power again, and that's going to happen at some point, unless something very extreme happens to the Democratic Party in the future, in the near future, this part of the ideology is only going to grow and expand. And when they do take power again, oh my gosh, just buckle up because the tyranny is going to run rampant, okay? Anyways, let's... Heaven help us.
We are 2 months into this fucking goddamn presidency.
Okay, yeah.
I have
it's awesome.
Happily dyed my hair crazy colors.
Well, thanks for identifying
Cool with
yourself. Yeah.
I've also been prescribed an antipsychotic.
Shocking. Wow.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Hey, America, let's have a chat real quick, yeah? Let's
do it.
All right. When it comes to Trump cutting the VA workers by however much he's doing it,
okay.
As a veteran, disabled veteran, I don't care, and I'm kind of glad because they don't do shit anyway. That's just how I feel. What about the rest of y'all veterans?
Yep.
Cut them. They ain't doing their job. They're not helping me. They're not helping my bros. They're just literally collecting a paycheck and chilling. Right now, I've been trying to get a hold of somebody to help me with Voc Rehab. Nobody's been able to help me. Their phones just keep ringing. There's no voicemail.
Yep.
So, if they don't want to do their job, fire them. Thanks.
Read.
This fella here says I work at the VA and am a disabled veteran. I couldn't agree more. Half of them do nothing and have the worst attitudes talking to vets. This is true. Even a VA worker and a veteran speaking, the people that are getting angry are the people that are not veterans. They're the people that watch their little MSNBC and CNN news and become emotionally triggered from their political views. So, good point, brother. Like and share if you have experienced this.
Well, in fact, I have experienced this through my wife. She actually works for the VA here in Utah. And she loves her job, and she's one of the productive ones. She gets up every morning and comes home every night just thankful and happy that she could help these vets take care of their issues and their problems. And it's great. And she just recently told me that there was a vet that came in that lived out east and recently moved to Utah. And he was just telling her how absolutely amazed he was at the difference between the two areas of the nation. He said back east, he could go in to do whatever he needed to do with the VA, and they could care less for the most part. And his absolute service, customer service, right? And he says he comes out here to Utah, and it's like night and day. He's like, everybody's friendly, everybody's happy to see you, everybody's willing to help you. You can get things done when you need to get it done. So yeah, there's a lot of work that needs to be done throughout the VA. Not everybody is a waste, but there is definitely a lot of dead weight that needs to go. And those people need to be replaced with people that actually, I don't know, maybe want to like talk to vets and help vets and do the good work that the VA does do.
So I was like, I'm transitioning male to female. Never gonna be a real woman. Chromosomes.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Oh gosh. How are these people getting the red in the fire extinguishers? Am I missing something?
We are Last Generation Canada, a non-violent civil resistance campaign tackling the climate crisis and demanding a climate disaster protection agency. Our government is failing to protect ordinary people. Our government would rather protect the interests of billionaires and large companies like Tesla rather than ordinary people. Our government is breaking the social contract. Recently, the Trump administration has criticized actions like these. But all it shows is that repression means nothing. It means that they're afraid. It means that civil resistance works. The time for civil resistance is now. Pink paint is nothing compared to the far-right tyranny we're seeing and the climate disasters. Which is why I'm urging you to come and take action with us this spring as we disrupt business as usual, because business as usual is killing us. Go to lastgenerationcanada.ca to get involved now.
It is super ironic that this person who's claiming that she's fighting for the planet and to stop climate control is vandalizing pretty much one of the biggest companies that that I guess is helping the planet and is environmentally safe, at least in their emissions. These people are just stupid, okay? I seriously hope that Canada is doing something to arrest these stupid, moronic Gen Zers that they have no idea what they're talking about. They're sheep. That's all they are.
To play What the F***, where we guess the next big up of the Trump administration and Republican Party that causes us all to go, what the fuck? I'll go first.
Okay.
I bet they not only pardoned the senator, the one that just introduced the Trump derangement syndrome bill and then got arrested for soliciting a minor. I bet they not only pardoned him, but put him in charge of the missing and endangered children's register.
Oh.
Who wants to go next?
So
Cheers.
smart.
I'm actually not sure that there's a person in the entire world I hate more than I hate Elon Musk.
Dating a white man basically means at the end of a long day, you talk about the multiple ways you were microaggressed, and he looks at you in the face and says, yeah, but I don't think they meant it like that.
Well, I think if my girlfriend sat me down at the end of the day and started spouting out how she was microaggressed all day, I'm pretty sure by the time I woke up the next morning, I would be single. Because I would cut that one loose, because that would be a bullet dodged for sure.
To all the people calling me bro or dude or man or sir on any of my videos, like, hey, that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't actually need any of you to acknowledge or affirm my gender.
Okay,
for
good.
me to be the gender I am.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
a woman because I am a woman. You can be anything you want to be, and you are the only one who is allowed to define that for yourself. And if that makes you feel wildly out of control and like you need to lash out, that's
No,
okay.
That's not good. No.
But like, maybe take control. Maybe
take control.
Try a different gender. Maybe try to wear eyeliner. Maybe try to be goth. Maybe just be the weird little gay freak you were always meant to be. And you'll be happier for it.
Bro, you can call yourself whatever you want. Just don't expect me or anybody else to buy in to your delusion and bend the knee and say that you're a woman when it's obvious to everybody you're a bro.
It's time for Dave's Detox.
Those goats. That's pretty funny. Just keep that. That'd be like hell. It's like never eating goats. Oh. Ouch. Nice. That's funny. That's interesting. Oh, nice. Aww.
Oh my gosh.
Aww.
There you go.
Pet the cat.
Can you say mama? Can you say mama?
What? Aww. That's cute. Oh, geez.
Look, 2 hands.
That'll wake you up in the morning.
Okay.
That's awesome. Okay, that's kind of freaky. Oh! Oh no! Aw, poor guy. Oh, jeez. We've all been there. Oh gosh, falling asleep on his feet. Aww. That puppy chow tired him out. It's time to wake up. Ow. But how do you fall instantly asleep? Aw, that's cute. He's had a rough day. Oh, yeesh. What's he dreaming about? Aww. Food in his mouth. What are up with all these pugs falling asleep mid-motion? That's funny. Well, hey, listen, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please like, subscribe, share the video with your friends, and of course, slap that bell around. Yeah, do all that jazz. It really helps. And we are on our way to try to get 6,000. Please help in that endeavor. I do appreciate it. And until the next episode, stay safe. Know that you are loved and appreciated. And until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.